Well, my name's Steve Donohoe. I'm one of the authors of that book, and I'm based in Cheshire. I'm a bee farmer with about 70 hives, so I'm a small-scale bee farmer, and I sell my honey in local farm shops and so forth, and I raise a lot of queens. Well, for me a lot, about 100 a year.
Hi, I'm Paul Horton. I'm the other author of this book. I'm a commercial bee farmer from Lincolnshire, and I manage about 270 hives, and I migrate my bees all over the UK, pollinating crops and producing honey. 2023 we produced 18.5 tonnes from, at the time we had about 240 hives, so yeah, we do quite well.
And there's so many facets to beekeeping, but the underlying general principles are fairly standard and well known. You need good bees. It sounds obvious, but it's in the title really, healthy bees, heavy hives. You've got to know how to look after your bees, and one of the biggest challenges for a new beekeeper is actually just keeping them alive. So there's a lot in this book about keeping your bees healthy. There's a lot in the book about how you can raise queens yourselves and how you can set your hives up so that you have the best chance of making a decent honey crop. So those things apply whether you're a beginner or you've been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah, I think we cover all aspects of beekeeping in some form. You know, we talk about spring management, disease and health of colonies, and how to identify certain diseases and pests and how to manage them. We talk about all the beneficial plants and crops that there are in the UK and what their yield potential may be. How to migrate hives. There's a lot there, whether you're a hobbyist or a small-scale bee farmer, and yeah, it applies to whatever scale you are, really. I think, you know.
Yeah, I mean, another thing that I'm pleased about in this book is that we do go into how do you extract and harvest your honey and how do you market it, because as people grow in scale, they make all this honey and it's kind of like, what the hell do I do with it, you know? So I think that's an important aspect.
There's part of this book that you probably never see anywhere else either. We get into the quite nitty-gritty of not just the finances but the running costs and some really sort of details about running a bee farming business that you won't see anywhere else. You know, cost per colony, how much it costs to treat and medicate and feed your hives, and on an individual colony level, and you know how much it costs to operate as a business of 200 hives. You don't see that elsewhere really. We joke about it, but the pictures are stunning, even if we do say so ourselves. Yeah, some fantastic pictures.
Mostly taken by you.
Well, and have some fantastic diagrams and artwork that your daughter kindly did for us as well, didn't you?
Yeah. No, actually that's true. My daughter was a big part because she did all the diagrams that show you step-by-step instructions. So there's instructions on queen rearing, swarm control, and how to introduce a queen and so forth. So it was a team effort. Yeah. Well, I think it's really important to learn from the experience of people who have actually done it. They're not just we're not just people who've got 2 hives and we've read lots of books. And especially in the case of Paul, he's a second-generation bee farmer. This is his life. This is what he does for a living. And so I'd rather learn off someone that has that experience and knowledge than someone who talks the talk but hasn't actually done it.
I think we've created a modern book for beekeeping today that no one has done something similar in the last 40 years. I think we've created something for a modern beekeeper and modern beekeeping.